Hey guys, remember when we unboxed this thing and we told you people with an apartment our size shouldn't be buying these stuff? Well, sit down, we have something for you. By the way, because of the size of our apartment, this is one of the reasons why we don't have a full-on pinball machine, but instead we have this one. So, then we went on and got these two babies. These two bikes. These two boxes, these two huge boxes contain two bicycles that we're not really sure whether they're going to fit even in our apartment. Yes or no?
Assembly required.
Yeah, we're gonna assemble them and see what happens. And I'm putting it on the widest angle to give you guys like a complete, how do you say that? Like an overview of the whole size of the box. But trust me, the space is not as big as it might come off on the screen. It's really small. And these two boxes already took up the whole space here in the kitchen. So, but yeah, long story to make it short. Me and Mike figure out, living in Amsterdam, we don't have a driving license. That's for one. Two, even if you would have to have a driving license, it's a hell to have a car in the center of Amsterdam, for many reasons, plus the regulations, plus the parking space, plus the tax, plus, and go on. Gas prices, tax, whatever. And do you have a space? Don't you have space? You're not guaranteed whether you can park your car or not. So many issues. So that's one of the reasons why we ended up having our groceries delivered, because at some point, if you live in the center of a busy city like Amsterdam or any other bigger city, you guys know the issues. So you're gonna have to rethink how you move around in your own city. That's how we ended up with this as a solution. So we got these bikes. And so this is not like a luxury. It's something that we really need
So these are
to move around. So these
e-bikes,
are what?
e-bikes.
Yeah, these are e-bikes.
And then fat bikes.
And a fat bike, yeah.
So it's fat e-bike.
Yeah. Let's just unbox them, guys, and give you a little bit of an up-close look. So the first unboxing, the first one, like I said, it's really as big as the box. Usually, sometimes when you get things in a huge box like this one, usually you don't have to be intimidated per se, because usually the box is bigger. But in this case, yeah, the content of the box is as big. See?
Yeah, so we got the Engine Pro in black for me.
Yeah.
And the EP2 Pro in orange for Gus.
All right, there you have it. All right, let's continue.
Ja, die van jou is oranje.
Look at these tires, guys. They're so thick. So thick and big and wide. It looks like one of these summer light versions of the Harley Davidson motorcycles. From my point of view, I don't know how you guys see it, but from my point of view, where I'm sitting right now, when I see this in 3D, that's how it looks like. So we managed to unwrap the first bike. This one has been shipped from Poland, and they did a great job wrapping it so that it won't scratch itself in the shipping process. Wait. There's the other wheel. A lot of tie wraps, but we managed to free it. And now, putting it together. Yes, as Miko is announcing, one bike is now assembled. I must say, yeah? What were you gonna say, Mike?
No, that's one.
The assembling was fairly easy, must say. You can do it alone, but it is helpful to have the two of you doing it. But you can do it alone. Look
Still
at
need
that.
to put on the pedals though.
It really looks like a light version of a Harley Davidson. It's too funny. Well, I mean, minus the wheel. The wheel. Minus the this
Throttle.
minus this part.
The gas throttle.
Look, this will give you a little bit of a breeze.
Yeah.
In summer. You won't be sweating as much. But honestly, guys, I love it. And this company has very clear instruction videos all over the internet and on YouTube. So don't worry about that. You should be good. Yeah. Now on to my bike. All right. Mike is gonna fire it up. So it has a key, but the place where the key needs to be inserted in is on a very crazy spot. So you have to get on your knees.
No, you just need to know how to insert it, and
Yeah,
I don't know
do
how
it.
to do it. Huh?
All right, so we figure out the key thing.
I think the battery is completely dead.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Jeez. Must have been through a very long journey. From China to
Yeah,
Poland to Holland. Yeah, completely
Yeah,
drained.
it's completely drained.
Ah, all right. Okay. So guys, there is mine. I'm gonna be Bumblebee. So Mike is gonna be some sort of a Batman. Mike's e-bike actually looks like the Batmobile. But I'm gonna be Bumblebee from Transformers. Yeah, I love it. I love it. I don't know what to say. I just love it. I love the color theme. I must say, I was a little bit hesitant. You know, after that I told Mike I'm gonna go for the orange one. I was like, you know, really orange? What was I thinking? But now that I'm looking at it, it is kind of funky. It's kind of cool, sporty. Yeah, I like it. I like it. All right, let's assemble this one. Again, very thick wheels, as you can see. That should give more stability or more balance maybe when you have to stop in front of a traffic light or something. Jeez, so finally. No, I mean, we're just a little bit tired. But there it is, assembled and folded. Yeah. And now we just need to find some time and take both of the bikes out for a spin and let you guys know what we experience, what we feel. How does it feel to be on it? How is the control? How do you feel riding on this, biking on this thing? We'll let you guys know. For now, we're gonna clean up that mess because there's a lot of debris that comes off of it, of the whole thing. We're gonna clean this up, make some dinner, and then we're gonna rest because I'm a little bit tired. I had a bad night, so anyway. Mike, anything to add to that? You're actually the guy that did the assembly.
Yeah,
No?
no. Can't wait to test it out.
Yeah, again, I think it was easy. Would you say it was easy assembling it?
Yeah, it was just
Yeah.
loosening the screws and tightening the screws. It
Yeah.
was very easy.
It was easy.
You know, it's due to our limited space, we did not.
Yeah,
make
that's
a
it
video
maybe.
of it.
Yeah, that's it
But
maybe.
we were,
Yeah, that's it. We
Playing
didn't.
contortionist
Yes.
in order to get it together.
That's
I
it
think
maybe,
there
yeah.
are a lot of good videos on YouTube already.
No, but this is not meant as an instruction video. This is just meant as an impression video, mainly for the people that watch our YouTube channel. But of course, anyone else is welcome because you are if you're looking for instructions videos, you are going to find much better step-by-step videos than this one. This is not a technical video. This is just an impression video, like our honest review of how does it feel, not what are the specs of this thing, but how does it feel to have it. mainly to have it in a very small, tiny apartment in a big city. And how do you cope with that? How do you get it inside? How do you get it down the stairs? The whole thing, just the whole experience, the whole use aspect experience of it. So that's I hope what we're gonna try and do.
I have to admit that it's a lot smaller than I thought it would be.
Once folded up, I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of, yeah. But I mean, when you fold it out, when you assemble it and ready to use it, the size is intimidating somehow. So you do not want to have it, ready to use the whole time as that in your apartment if you live small. That won't do. That's not gonna fly, especially if you have two. So you just calculate in your head that if you're thinking about getting these and you live small, at least you'll have some. You have to make sure that you have some space, at least for when they're folded like this. So anyway, that's it for now. So guys, there they are. We took these two guys for a test ride, and I must say, first of all, let me just say something that maybe some of you will benefit from. I haven't been bicycling. I'm 40 something, and I think, and I mean this in a very literal way, the days that I have bicycled in my 40 plus something life, I think are 5 days maybe. And I'm not kidding, I'm not trying to be funny, this is literally. And I need to say this for the people out there that haven't been doing a lot of biking like me. This is literally, I biked I think a couple of days when I was in my childhood, then maybe 1 or 2 days when I was in my teenage years, and then the last time I biked was with Mike when we went to the countryside. That was 1 day, literally. So can you guys then imagine the stress that I had when we finally decided to get these things, and the horror story that you read about them on the internet, these power monsters. So then we took them out. As you can see, it's very, very early. Yeah, a lot of seagulls singing around, as you can see all around us. So me and Mike decided we're gonna do it very early on the weekends. We're not gonna be turning ourselves into the village fools. We're gonna be very early to prevent people making fun of us. We're gonna be out there having our space. So we did that. We found some space here, for example, at the National Library here, at the City Library here in Amsterdam. We had a terrain maybe a little bit bigger than this, not too big. And that gave us enough space to test these guys. First of all, guys, my first impression, we're not sponsored. I love it, and it awakened this appreciation in me for biking and how fun it can be, how liberating it can be, being on one of these things. If you're like me and you haven't been doing a lot of biking, what can help you to motivate you, to give you that first boost of confidence? I mean, we're talking about people that basically never bicycled and now jumping on one of these things. What can motivate you is make sure that when you stand still, when you're going to take this baby out for the test, when you stand still, you have to have your both feet literally on the ground like that. That took a lot of fear away from me. Yeah, because that added that element of being in control of this thing. I'm not that tall. I mean, Mike is taller, so he has enough legs to work with. My legs, I mean, it's a hip and a foot. I don't have a lot of leg to work with, basically. So I had to do that for myself, and that helped me, and that's what gave me the confidence to get on one of these things. Then what we did is, since we're here in a very crowded city, now not so much, what we did is we didn't go higher than, Mike, how do you call stand? Setting 1?
Yeah, pedal assist 1.
Don't go higher than pedal assist 1.
Yeah, well, it depends on what you want to do, of course.
But I'm talking...
I don't see myself going beyond that point, because then it...
I don't know, I feel like it's going to be crazy.
It maxes out at 8-9 kilometers, so you can easily do that for...
Yeah.
Pulling up from the traffic light.
Exactly.
I have to admit, these are one of the best bikes I've ever ridden on.
Yeah, see?
The broad tires, they have a good solid.
These broad tires, you guys. I mean, even and I'm coming back, and I'm gonna let Mike do his little bit
Finger.
in a bit. That's that. Yeah, as thick as your finger. I'm gonna let Mike do his bit from his perspective, because Mike, of course, being born in Amsterdam and raised here, I mean, bicycle is like for the native Amsterdams, it's like drinking water or breathing air. So you do not want a bicycle between native Amsterdammers. But for me, I'm talking about my perspective, because I know a lot of people will benefit from this too. What helped me as an inexperienced bicycle is also these thick tires. You know how sometimes you want to pivot, or you want to turn, or you want to take a sharp turn and do all those kind of things? These thick tires are really not a necessary luxury. They really help you. What they do is they give you enough time to stand upright while you're trying to pivot with your bike, if you know what I mean, guys. They give you more, they give you that solid balance, yeah? So while you're up there trying to figure out which way, you know, pivot, like I like to say it, all that way, these thick tires will keep you balanced until you figure that out. Just don't take too long doing so. So that's what helped me. Yeah, other than that, I think for me, the perfect setting is on 1.
Yeah, for me too.
Yeah. And then the...
We're old farts.
Yeah, we're old farts. We're not cool. Yeah. And then what is this thing called, Mike, in English?
I don't know.
Okay.
In French, we call it a dédoueur.
So this is your speed mechanism.
The other side.
This is, I forget the English word for it. So these are the... Huh?
That's the transmission.
Yeah, so that thing that indicates that. I've learned that keeping it on speed 1, and then keep that mechanism, keep it between 6 or 7, will give you full control. Yeah, for someone like me in a crowded city, again, I have the bad luck that I'm also living in Amsterdam. And I mean bad luck only when it comes to bicycle, because like I said, Dutch people, they breathe in and breathe out bicycle. That's what they do. 24 hours. I think they get a bicycle as soon as they come out of the womb. So,
True.
Yeah. So this is my challenge. But maybe you don't need that. Maybe if you're living in a city where people are not that sharp skilled with their bicycles, maybe you're not going to have this challenge that I have in Amsterdam. So I don't know. This is my point of view. But overall, what can I say about these bikes, guys? I just love it. I mean, now that I've had the technicalities and all that out of the way, I mean, that emotional aspect that it gives you, that liberation that it gives you, that fun. It's just fun. It's pure fun being on it. It's just fun. So, yes, you have to watch out, especially if you're in a big, crowded city. You have to watch out, really. That's something you need. And also, the throttle. The throttle is perfect, but be really careful when to use it, where to use it. What the throttle does is, if you wanna go, like you want to sit on your bike, and you don't want to pedal, or you want to go like this with your feet to give you the head start. The throttle gives you the head start. You just sit on it, yeah, and it drives you away. Gives you the first boost, which gives you time to set your feet on the pedals. So that's what that throttle does, yeah. So it's not gonna get you through the whole day. It's just the boots. We're talking about fraction, couple of seconds, and you don't want more than that. The seat is nice. What can I say, guys? I had a week of stress thinking about it, looking to this day that we're going to test it.
Very much.
Yeah, I got a lot of stress. A lot of stress, guys. I mean, come on. I haven't been biking.
Okay, I think we need to tie this one.
So,
Here as well.
Mike, what is your point of view from this? I mean, I had my fears and the whole luggage, but what is your point of view?
Obviously, I had many bikes since I was a child. Last year's I didn't. But then these fat bikes came in, these electric fat bikes, and I thought, well, that's something for me. She was on the phone.
Yeah.
This is something for me, and because of these broad tires, they are very, very comfortable. they just cycle fantastic.
True.
Yeah.
You really have the feeling of being in control. So don't let these horror stories scare you. Again, I don't know what kind of e-bike you're going to end up with, because there are a lot of e-bikes. And not only the brands, but also the way they're set up. There are e-bikes with a motor in the middle, e-bikes with a motor in the back, e-bikes with a motor in the front. And I don't know which one does what, but
And obviously, because of our small department, we wanted something foldable. Right?
Yeah.
So we
yeah, oh yeah, this one folds. Yeah,
foldable type.
we had to. Yes.
But we're going to install them in bicycle storage near the central station.
Yeah. So we find a place where we can have this stored for basically every day, just and then go there whenever we want. Which is at the station, so it's ideal. So now we tested them, we love it, it's a lot of fun, plus we don't have to be stuck with it in our tiny apartment.
And of course, one major addition for me
Yeah.
is, since I'm in this situation where I'm having problems with my immune system and we have COVID, and you know, our government and our country and Europe, I think, or the world, pretends that
It's not there.
it's not there.
They don't
It
count
never
anymore.
happened. They're not keeping figures, but it's still here, and that means that I have to be very careful how to maneuver around people and how to maneuver around crowds. And
Yeah. Plus you have
it's
so,
been 3 years now since we've left our apartment to do anything, basically.
yeah.
We walk Sunday morning and that's it. And I thought, well, you know, this is going to be a great addition for us being more mobile.
Yeah.
And we have some things planned already. Let's see, you know, obviously we have to test it some more, see what the mileage
Yes.
is,
Yeah.
how far it will get us. And then we can maybe leave Amsterdam
Yeah.
using the train or public transportation.
Start to make day trips.
Yeah, and we have a lot of places around Amsterdam that are
Yeah, like countryside.
yeah.
So all in all, guys,
Yeah,
I don't know. We kind of
recommend it.
we do recommend them. Yeah, we do recommend them.
I cycled this for 5 minutes, and we're not sponsored.
No, cycle for 5 minutes. No, we did longer than that.
Yeah. Well, okay.
No, I think it was about what?
We've been out for I think 30 minutes now.
Yeah, I think we're about 30 minutes or something. Been loving it. All right. So for now, I'm gonna stop here. If anything comes up, we'll throw it in this video. Otherwise, I don't know. Just want to keep it short and sweet because there are a lot of videos that did a lot of like on micro level videos on these kind of things. So just want to keep it short and real. See, the sea eagles like it too.
They're warming up.
They're warming up, yeah. It is cold. It's the end of April. I don't know what's going on with winter, guys. It just doesn't want to leave. The end of April, and it still is cold. You don't want to see my hands. Look like mummy hands. Blue and dry. Anyway, that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Again, if anything else comes up, I'll throw it in here. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching, and have fun, and just be careful, whatever you do. Goes for anything in life. Be careful, and you know, don't let peer pressure around you make you do cool stuff on this bike that you're not really comfortable with. If you're gonna bicycle like your grandma, then bicycle like your grandma. If that's for now what the max for you, yeah, if that's where your max level of confidence is, don't care about what others think or feel or looks. Do what's good for you and what keeps you out of harm's way. All right, thanks, guys. We're gonna test them some more. Yes. All right, I'm gonna close with this beautiful shot. Look at our Miko. he fled to the balcony. But Luna, on the other hand, is not intimidated. But these guys, you guys, they're really heavy. If you're living in an apartment where you need to go upstairs, you better work out. So please, one last thing I needed to say is look into the options of having them stalled somewhere in your neighborhood so that you don't have to, or in your garden. Yeah, I mean, not many people will have this apartment, and not all of you that are watching these videos live in a busy city center. So, but for those of you that do, make sure you don't have to go through this every time you want a bike. So best thing is, maybe you have a communal garden where you are allowed, your neighbors give you permission to just set it somewhere. Make sure that you cover it. Because it's an electric bike, you have to cover it. So yeah, get something for it. I mean, we got this for it while it's now here in the balcony, on the balcony. Make sure you have something that covers it really well. So now I'm gonna stop and we're gonna bring our sweet cats back in, comfort them, do a cup of coffee. Look, not all of them are intimidated. Luna's not intimidated. I don't know if you guys just saw her. I don't know if you saw her. Let me see. Where's Luna? Oh, there she is. There's Luna. Miko. Miko. Alright, I'm gonna stop, guys. Let's stop. Guys, one last thing. You know how it goes. Those things keep shooting back into my memory. So we did the whole city center here in Amsterdam. It's just a flat center on speed 1, but we have a lot of bridges here in Amsterdam. Those of you that visit it know what we talk about. For those bridges, it is perfect to get that boost when you switch it quickly to speed 2 or even 3, but just for a short time. And something else that I haven't heard in the reviews that I happen to have seen, you can, while biking, you don't have to stop or anything. While biking, this bike does the switching and the adapting of the speed for you. So while I was biking, I would see bridge and I would switch to speed 2 or even 3 as I approached the bridge without stopping or anything. Yeah, and I would just do it. And it would go very fluent, no problem. And then as I'm going down the bridge, again, not stopping halfway or anything, I would go back to 1 or even to 0. What feels comfortable for me. And this bike does that fluently. You don't have to stop or any interruption in between to go from one speed to another. So just so you know, so you have that control within the reach of your thumb. You can do that, guys. Of course, one of the most important aspects of this thing, completely forgot it till Mike just reminded me, the battery life. How does the battery perform? Well, as you can see, we've biked for almost 8 kilometers, because remember, it's just our neighborhood. It's just the first time testing this thing, and the battery is still at 100%.
Mine too.
Mike's too. So, and we literally tried almost everything on this thing. I think we tried everything. So, the hills, the ups, the downs, the surface, the turns, the sharp turns.
Hills of Amsterdam.
Yeah. So, honestly, yeah. So, I don't know. All in all, I think it's a good thing, guys. I think it's a good thing. I think it's a good one. Guys, you know what we say when we love something on this channel. La, 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 la. But indeed, I do.